Welcome, my name is Black Lotus, your YouTube script kiddie, and today I will be performing exercise 4 on practicepython.org. And this one is called Divisors, and the instructions are create a program that asks a user for a number and then prints out a list of all divisors of that number. So to answer this question, we can start off with a brute force method. And the brute force method would be to start at 1 and go all the way up to the given number and check to see if all those numbers divided by the given number divide evenly, so produce a remainder of 0. Now that method would work, however it's a little bit too much work, and it can be shortened. And the way it can be shortened is to divide the given number by 2 and add 1 to that, so that when you go and search for your range, you get everything up to half of the given number. And the reason why you want to do this is that anything that's above half of the given number will not evenly be divisible by the given number. And to illustrate this, we can take two numbers, one that has, for this one I'll pick number 20 and number 100. So for the number 20, we could search 1 through the given number of 20, 1 through 19, and see if all those numbers are divisible by 20. And again, that will give you the right answer. However, if you divide that number by 2 plus 1, because in Python range goes up to but not including that, you would stop at the number 10 and get all the correct numbers that are divisible by 20. So 2, 4, 5, and 10. Again, we can see this for the number 100. All the numbers that are whole numbers that are evenly divisible by 100 between 1 and 100 are 2, 4, 5, 10, 20, 25, and 50. Again, that number divided by 2. So knowing that, let's go ahead and code it. So this one is going to ask a user for a number. So I want to ask the user for a whole number, and we'll call this user num. And user num will be equal to an integer, and we will ask for an input. So please input a whole number. And now we must evaluate all the numbers for the given number divided by 2 and see if those numbers are divisors of the given number. So we're going to check all numbers up to half of given numbers. We'll start, and we'll call this, we'll just call this one divisors, and it'll take user number, and it'll be an integer. And we'll say for I in range. Now, because every number is divisible by 1 in itself, we won't even bother checking the number 1, so we'll start at the number 2. And 2 through the user number divided by 2 plus 1. Now, if the number is not evenly divisible by 2, I want to round up and then add that 1. So in order to do that, I need to import the math module. In fact, I'll just go ahead and import the function directly. So from math, import ceil. And then we'll just check it. So if if user num modulus I is equal to 0, will yield I. Okay, so now that I have a function, actually a generator in this case, we'll isolate this. So if name double underscore name is equal to main double underscore main, And because it's a generator, we need to cast it to a list. So we'll print list divisors user num. Okay, and we'll check that. Oh, and I got an error. Forgot to put a single quote. And what was my error? Line 21, syntax error. Okay, so just checking it real quick, we see that we put in 100 and it works, and of course, if we put in 20, it should work as well. So we get the correct answers. Now this works, and of course, as with my other previous problems, I'm just going to make sure that if a user puts in something other than an integer, that the error is caught and that it re-prompts the user to type in a whole number. So just to illustrate that, if I put in true, it comes up as a value error. So we'll put this in, and before that, I'll just go ahead and indent all this twice. And then we'll say while true, try. If the user actually puts in a correct response, we'll break. And if the user puts anything other than an integer, we will put accept. And of course, it's a value error. And we'll print out, make this a little bit bigger. You did not input a whole number. And just try a few things, and then of course we'll try 100 again, and we get the correct answer. So that's how you solve divisors. That's exercise 4 on practicepython.org. Hope you got something out of it. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you very much.